Excellent. All right. All right. We're
I,
still
I
going
think we
live.
did that at the same time.
I mean, it's never gonna be in sync. There's always latency, but like what we're trying to do for what we're trying to do, that was perfect. I'm gonna make it look good in the post show. Uh, you got any questions, any comments, concerns before we start?
Not at the moment. No behind the scene footage at this current time. You know,
Oh, you don't
um,
got nothing you want to dispel, no secrets, real quick.
no, not right now. The DNC and RNC conventions coming up, so I'm gonna wait till that all finishes up first.
Oh, I see. You want to go straight. I got one question for you. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready for it.
What's the name of the show?
It is this one,
This show.
Identity Booth.
Oh my God! You are the first person of this month to get the name of the show right. Let's give a freshman a round of applause, baby, because I knew that if I had to pick somebody to get this right, it'd be you, and my bet was right. I want you to put on your best smile right now because you've joined the great ranks of those who know the name of my show. Congratulations!
I mean, I've been following the show for a while, I thought
You'd
it
be
was a trick
surprised.
question.
And you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how many people get that question wrong.
Oh, I thought it was a trick question. I was like,
Welcome to another episode of the Identity Booth. We are here, and y'all know what's up. I got the Zoom thing going. I have tricked one of my friends into giving me ample amounts of time so I can steal free content. We have a celebrity in the house. Now, I went to a great college, and this great college produced some great people. And one of these great people, he is a lawyer. He's an author. He's not an illustrator, that's my job. But he is a freshman. He's a mentor and a mentee to me, and I greatly appreciate him. So let's give a round of applause for Chris Cooper right now, everybody.
woo!
You got him in the building. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. Doing great. Just sitting here
What's
in these Chicago life streets.
What's is it called? Is it like when you're a lawyer? Is it Esquire?
It's Esquire, yeah.
Okay. That's your tagline for coolness. You
Yeah,
put that
ESQ.
on things.
Yeah, ESQ
Okay,
dot.
okay.
Sometimes I gotta make it official because some people don't believe I'm a lawyer when they look at me.
That's some racist shit.
They still think that I'm a football player.
Yeah, you're like 6'10". What do you expect?
Yeah, but I'm kind of smart. I think I look smart. Goodness.
You looking smart and being smart, two different things.
That is definitely true. 100%.
We learned that the hard way at UAPB. But like I said, me and Chris, we went to school together. You form your greatest bonds in college, and that's what we do. Now, me and Chris, we have managed to keep this friendship going, and a part of me feels indebted to him because a lot of the things that I attribute to my growth and understanding of the modern world as I see it, I can attribute to you. So, I appreciate that. This is just a catch up because you never really know what's going on with your people. And it's not like I call all my people once a week, but like from occasionally, I know I'm talking to you about money and stocks a lot.
Yeah.
So that's usually where our corners of our conversations go to. But like we never just really get to sit down and just shoot the breeze. So that's what we're going to do right now.
Okay.
And hopefully, make something out of it. We got 30 minutes, hopefully, to make a decent form of content. Hopefully we can.
The pressure's on. The pressure's mounting.
No pressure.
I feel like LeBron James in these playoffs, but okay, let's see what we can do.
Yeah, hey, he's struggling right now. I don't want to be in his locker room right now. You mean to tell me I'm in this bubble and can't get no points?
None. He gonna do it like he did in Cleveland. He gonna trade everybody.
Hey, trade the whole team. Coach too.
Yeah.
Coach, you ain't excused. Get on the bus, coach.
Right. You know what, coach? You sit in the back.
I haven't seen any of the games yet. I've just been catching them on ESPN, so I don't know what's going on. Like, who's showing up right now?
Who's showing up? Giannis is showing up every night. He's still doing his 30 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, whatever he's doing. Who's showing up real big time is was it Siakam? Pascal Siakam.
Siakam.
Yeah, he's showing up real great, and Luka Doncic is just a monster. I mean,
What's everybody talking about? What's his name from
Dame
Dollar?
Lillard. Yeah, Dame. Hey, Dame Dollar. Let me not say anything too wrong because Dame Dollar murdered Shaq. I just want to put that out there. I know this probably.
What'd he do?
He murdered Shaq. You ever heard of Dame Dollar diss of Shaq?
Oh yeah. Oh okay. I thought it was another one.
Murdered Shaq. Oh, he murdered Shaq. I don't want to get in that boat.
I have two songs from his album on my playlist, so I know it's real. Like I was just like, I have a big theory that athletes and artists secretly want to switch places.
Yeah,
like that's their thing, that's their wannabe. So like every athlete seems to want to drop an album. Tehran, but then you see people like J. Cole and Waka Flocka, and they out here dunking.
Yeah, J. Cole can hoop though.
That's crazy to me.
Quavo can hoop too though. I like watching the celebrity games.
From
Quavo
the Migos?
be really balling. Yeah, for the Migos, he be hooping. Little left-hander.
What?
And he hoops.
I guess, I mean, it might be in the DNA, but shoot. I just think it's so crazy that those two niche groups of people have so many trading attributes. I don't know. That's just,
you know how it is. If you didn't make it as an athlete, you try to be a rapper, and if you didn't make it as a rapper and an athlete, then we don't know what usually happened to you after that point.
No, you know what happens to you? You go sell cars on a lot, and you make your good $80,000 honest dollars. Damn it.
Hey, 80,000 is great. I mean, all honest money is good money. Okay, I like to put it there. All honest money is good money.
Yeah, don't be like me. Don't be like me, y'all. I'm out here because, like, recently, I've started. I'm very particular about my content and like how I distribute it. So, like, recently, I've started going live, and on the live, I've easily noticed like people be like, "Oh, I want to donate to your cause, man. This is great content." I'm like, I don't have that many followers. It's on the house, man. Take it or leave it. But now they talking about, oh no, bro, you hit the 1,000 and 10,000 view range. Yeah, we gonna put you at the bottom of the list if you don't do something. So I have to come up with like this thing. I mean, because that's how the algorithm is. One of my videos on stocks got like 10,000 views, and it broke the whole algorithm. So now they're like, well, yeah, you need to keep your engagement up. You need to do this. I'm like, I put out 2 videos a week. That's it. But they're like, yeah, but what if we paid you to put out more? I was like, well, it sounds good now because I'm on hiatus, not hiatus from school, we're on break and school hasn't started.
Right.
But when it's time to go be Mr. Save the World, all this stuff goes on pause. But I don't know. That's just me.
But you're saving the world with the podcast. I mean, you give out really good information. Like I said, even before we even start talking about the stocks, I saw your video about the stocks, and I'm like, oh, Heero, what is going on? Like, let me talk about these stocks. Let me get on. Like, I'm trying to get my money up too. So I think the content you put out is still saving the world. Now, you're not saving, quote unquote, life, but you're saving the world. But we still need you to be in the surgical room too, saving lives.
Yeah, that, and I think and it's kind of crazy because me and the brother have been talking recently about like that whole aspect of being in the surgical world and how the whole MD route didn't work for me. So I'm gonna go PA, and now I'm looking at it like, but I can make 6 figures, not as a PA. I've already done that.
Right.
It's like, am I delaying my purpose as far as like helping people in my community and being more of an impact because of this idea of the title means more than the actual actions? Like, it's that duality. But my brother, he's a businessman. He's like, nah, you can make $300,000 in real estate before you could ever get there's no price for saving a life. But there is a price for giving people a home, giving people status, giving people control over their financial literacy. If you can do that, I don't know how that equivocates to saving lives, but I don't think you should have to spend the rest of your life trying to figure that out. So
I can see that point. I mean, but I think that it really goes down to like, what do you think you find the most value in? I think that's the same way with me being a lawyer. I wanted to be a doctor before before I went to law school, but then I thought about it, and I think I can add more value to people by being a lawyer, because there are certain aspects of being a lawyer that you cannot do as a doctor. Like, I can't just one day all of a sudden just do surgery on someone at home. Like, I can't do that. I need to have a room that's sterile. I need my right instruments and instrumentalities. I don't know how you all call them, but I need that. But as a lawyer, you can call me for legal advice, and I can give you some legal advice. Or I can help you out with a problem. I can do pro bono work with contracts. I can do pro bono work, and I don't need to be in the office to do that. I can actually do that from the confinements of my home and still help people out more than I could as a doctor. So I think I found more value in being a lawyer than being a doctor, even though I would have got paid way more money being a doctor. Because I've seen some of these surgeons, and I have done depositions of these doctors, and they getting paid $2,500 an hour to just to sit there and talk to me. And I'm like, oh, I need to be in that position. But like I said, I found more value being a lawyer. Yeah.
It's instant gratification. That's what people like me and you who have like this sort of like this high octane sense of purpose, and like you give us a task and we do it. We don't really need a blue skill instruction. Like, we don't need an instruction manual. Like, if it's readily able to be done, we can do that. I think, like, especially in the healthcare field, it's more about you're dealing with, because once you have the title, you don't really have to worry so much about like dealing with the bureaucracy, because your job is stated in black and white. I save people. And that means if I have to break rules, I can do that. That's what you've given me the power to do. So like, I see too many times where, like, just a few days ago, we had a liver that was like 72 years old. That's not going to save nobody. But end stage renal failure with hepatitis C, oh, that's gold. And we gave it to him with the idea of it failing, so he moves to the top of the list. Like, you can game the system for your patients, and the good doctors do. The bad ones just say, there's nothing we can do. If you ever hear a doctor say that, they probably given up on you, need a second opinion. Unless you like have a fucking cannonball in your chest, then there's probably nothing they can do for you.
I would keep that in my mind. If my doctor's like, hey, it's not I can do. Yes, you can. Let me see the books.
I don't know, but once again, that's just my level. I'm in it for the surgery and stuff like that, but it's a growing thought process in my head, especially like now, as like people, as we're getting older and like seeing like younger people get into the field, and I'm telling them like, don't do that. You know, I did that. Now, if you're XYZ, go do that. But if you're ABC, nah, it's not gonna be for you, dog. And I think that's the power I've been giving, is just that guidance. But there's something powerful about like being able to give not only advice, but like a vector to that magnitude, like a direction for these people to kind of follow.
I think that's the best thing you can do. Yeah. Pass on your experiences. I mean, education should never be held to one person. I mean, you could be one of the smartest people in the world. You can be one of the most giving people in the world. You can have the formulas to give to other people to be successful. But if you keep it for yourself, then I don't consider you to be successful. I mean, successful people help other people become successful. They don't worry about their own success. And I think that's the most difficult part, I think, that a lot of professionals have, and a lot of people who have knowledge have, that they feel like they have to, one, be overpaid for the knowledge they obtain, or they're not willing to give that information to someone who you know is going to go down the same route you went through, that's going to have those same problems, be it financial, be it stress, be it depression, whatever it is. You just don't want to help them. And I think that's definitely a bad situation. And I think that you give people the advice that you wish you would have had before you started that process.
I have a disdain for overtly rich people. Like, I never want to be so damn rich. Like, I can't. The Jeff Bezos of the world vex me. Like, I don't see a reason for you to have divorced a woman and she instantly becomes the richest woman on earth. That's a problem for me. That is a large issue for me. Am I wrong here? Like, I I don't know. If I saw this man in the streets, he would have to catch these hands.
Knuckle up. Hey, you know UAPB, that favorite song, you already knew. Look, if you buck,
yeah.
I don't think
my package was late.
I don't know. I wouldn't say. I just feel like I said before. I think that whatever Jeff Bezos did, he must have did something super serious. Like at the end of the day, for you to look over at somebody who's worth $135 billion and be like, "Yo, I'm leaving you." Like, we can't even work this out. Like, no counseling.
This is not a conversation. This is not a conversation we can have. It's just over. Like, there's so much wrong with that. And just instantly. You're not about to just leave me empty-handed, sis. Take this bread. And for her to now be out here saying, you get a car, you get an island, you get a trust fund. Like, she's not even trying to keep the money. So it's like, does she know that this is blood money or something? Like, she doesn't want no part. Like, did she find out he was the leader of a cult and was like, oh, dear God, I got to get out?
I don't know. Maybe he was just like, you know what? I just want to be the richest man in the world. She was like, okay, well, I'm going to take about $35 billion and I'm going to give it away. Okay. But even when she gives it away, like she gave her like $1.5 billion, then Amazon go up 100 points. And next thing you know, she gained $2 billion. Like, she cannot stop getting more money.
Can't stop making money. I think that if her goal is to prove like Jeff Bezos isn't doing enough with his money, I think she is by instantaneously every time he makes money, she makes money, therefore giving the money away. It's just like, this could be you, but you're not great like me. But and it's kind of strange because my duality on like money has changed since I got into the stock market, because now I'm over here supporting some shit that I never use. Like, I haven't had McDonald's since I was at the yard, and the fact that I'm out here making $42 in dividends from McDonald's, it kind of eats me up on the inside. But then I look at my portfolio and I'm like, it's okay.
I'm okay. It's not that bad. McDonald's not that bad. They use 100% beef.
No, they don't.
It's on their wrappers?
Yeah, you know what else is in the wrapper?
I don't know. I just read. Okay, as a lawyer, I read the black and white contract. On the contract of the paper, when I open it up for my Mac double or double. Well, I'm about to say double Whopper. Now, what is it?
You know what? I should use your legal counsel, because I definitely can go out there right now, grab a burger, do a run test sample, and I guarantee you it's not going to come back 100% beef.
If it's not, then they that's false advertisement. We can get them.
You can get them. I know there is soy elements in there. The thing about it is our food is becoming more vegetarian, and we don't even know it. The additives that they're using now as replacement, like mushroom, is a great replacement. You cook some beef stir fry and add mushrooms with the blood. The mushrooms absorb it and automatically chunk. It's kind of crazy to see how mushrooms adapt to anything, really.
No, I really don't mess with mushrooms like that, so I don't know.
Why?
I mean, the first time I had a mushroom, it was just not the most tasteful thing for me. And then I heard that there's poisonous mushrooms, and I'm like, how do you? That's too much. And then and then it's psychedelic mushrooms. Some shrooms be having you across the world. Like, I don't know what mushrooms we eating.
Like, you know what? I've never used shrooms, but I know people who have, and they're some of the most pleasant people I've ever met in my life. So
yeah, because they probably still high. They still high today. Okay, they're still high today.
Still walking on that mushroom kingdom.
I
don't know. But then not even from that, because the thing that I also notice is when I started putting out those videos about money, I started getting a lot more traction. And I started getting a lot more like interactions with people who wanted favors. And as you know, I'm somebody who'll give away the information for free. I don't care. Right. You still, just because you know how to do it doesn't mean you're capable or even ample or even sufficient at doing it. And the amount of people that got him idea, and especially, it's not to talk bad about women, but a lot of women are afraid to take financial risk, I've noticed. And I don't know if it's just because of a lack of security, because like I lost $600. You were there when I did it. I lost that $600 bill. I was like, all right, it hurt, but I was like, all right, take this L. But after that, I went strictly conservative. And I always ask people that opening question, are you prepared to lose $600 in one day? And if they say no, I'm like, well, then you probably don't need to do this. Like, it's not going to be worth it for you. But, like, what has been your interaction since you've started, like, just dealing with the whole stock market?
I have some good times and some bad times. I mean, Tesla, I'm one of the risky stock takers. I know when we first started.
I hate your strategy with passion.
Hey, I'm a risky player. That's what I do. I remember when we talked about it, you're like, you give me the outline, you give me the break, and was like, hey, this is what you should do. I did it. We won. Yeah. I was like, cool. Now I got this, okay? I don't need Heero at this point. I got this. Tesla looked good, okay? Tesla looked great. I'm going to start doing trade options with Tesla. First trade option comes, boom, smack it up, make about 4K on it. Bam, pocket it. You know what? I'm going to do it again. Lose like $1,700. You know what? Now I got to get my money back because I lost. I'm going to do it again.
Yeah.
Lose like 2 stacks. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to chill. I'm going to wait. And then I'm looking at another analyst that says, you know what? Tesla should be $2,500. And I'm like,
keep in mind, he ain't mentioned my name yet after that. After the day I let him out the hook, he ain't mentioned my name yet. Keep going.
So then I look at the analyst, $2,500. I'm not doing any research at all. Tesla's gonna be $2,500. I'm back in Tesla. You got me again. And next you know, you lose another $1,500. And then you know what? And you think about it. It's like, oh, okay. And I think we had a conversation probably like a couple weeks after that. You was like, so how's it going? I took some L's. Hey. And now I'm more conservative. I have a certain set of portfolio that's meant to be conservative. Then I have a little bit more for like risky investments. But no, I'm looking at more of the research, and we'll start having our calls before I start doing my trade options again. I am taking one class that about trade options and trades in stocks itself, and I don't know how that's going to work out. So after I take that class, then I can let you know how that works. But doing more research, pulling back my riskiness. But it was booming when I was risky. It was booming. At one point, I made $8,000 in 1 week. I thought I cracked the code. Hey. And then 2020 happened.
2020 is not having no mercy on nobody. If you out here thinking it's sweet, 2020 got a lesson for you. But I mean, now that everything's a learning curve, and once again, we didn't have nobody to kind of coach us up. Like, innovation kind of gave us this thing. So, like, once again, when a young person comes to me and I'm like, oh, cool, you got your refund check from school. You want to flip that? Nah, I'm going to go to the bar. Hey, do you, bro? I get it. But I know you want to flip that. Come with me. So, like, but those are options we have now.
Yeah.
You think about all the money that you've invested in your lifetime, and just how much money you have sitting in your savings account just doing nothing. Like, that's an opportunity for you. And like, with the way the market is and the economy is now, it's super important to kind of be super invested in understanding your rankings. Like, there's this great market about real estate. Like, are you into any real estate or anything like that?
I'm not in any real estate right now, but I definitely want to move into real estate. I am definitely working to try to get as many streams of income as possible. So yeah, I'm definitely interested in doing the real estate thing, but I haven't ventured enough to say that I'm in it at this point.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you need. When you're gonna need some real estate?
When
you're gonna need some real estate when that girl start coming around more often. That lady come around a little bit more. That's when the house starts to matter. Can't keep bringing her to the apartment. She gonna want to park her car. She don't want to keep parking on the curb. That's a two block walk.
It's a 2-block walk. You're right about that. But I was told by another mentor, hey, you can't buy a house until you get married because your wife will always find something wrong with the house. She was like, why is this door right here? She was like, why is this door right here? You know what? The front door should.
Did you bring me a door to replace this door? That's how I'm coming at folks.
She'd be like, "Hey, the front door is 2 inches too far to the left. We need another house. I can't live in a house that's 2 inches of left door." It was just like, you should not. He told me not to buy a house until I get married. That's what he said. Because you're just going to sell it.
No, that's fair, because I definitely sold my first house with the quickness. So, but for what it's worth, I mean, you're doing a lot of big things, and I think we're going to talk about that on the second show, depending on how much time you have. But, like, is there anything you want to plug? Anything you want to put out there?
So right now, just to plug, Superstition Group. If it's on Facebook, you can find it on Superstition Group. We're working on the website. Superstition Group is my company that I started with Simeon Brown. We started probably about 6 years ago. We started as a management company, but now we're switching out and we're reinventing ourselves and changing our brand up. A lot of that's going to come with financial literacy, fixing people credits, giving you more knowledge on how to improve your finances, how to improve your credit, and keep your credit score up. There are a lot of people who get their credit score up so they can get their vehicle and then kill their credit again. So a lot of times it's just teaching people how to leverage your credit as well as how to fix it and how to become more financial literate. The second thing, too, is that Superstition Group, we're going to do a lot of fundraising activities where we're going to give out a lot of things, just like we did with the pandemic. We did with the Thanksgiving, giving out Christmas boxes to less fortunate families. So, I mean, Superstition Group it's going to be a big philanthropic company, as well as a company trying to improve our literacy knowledge and more knowledge on everything else, even legal knowledge. I'm still trying to work that way in too. So that's pretty much about it right now for the first show.
Definitely. And all that information will be in the comment section and link below. The next show, if you're watching this next show, if it's out, it'll be in the corner, one of these corners. You can click on it and watch that video. But we'll definitely be talking about that in the next show. But for what it's worth, this is the Identity Booth, and this has been the catch up where we just kind of, shoot the breeze. I bring people on here and force them to interact with me because I'm bored and I have no friends here. But thank you, Coop, for coming on. We appreciate you joining us on the podcast. And as we constantly try to identify with you guys, remember, I'm here so that you guys can identify with me. You can find me on iTunes, Spotify, all those major platforms, or just YouTube. The hike is still going. 197 subscribers, y'all. We are on the way to 200. Me and Eric are going to live stream the RNC, two black guys talking about the RNC. Look forward to that live stream happening on Monday, to be announced as far as time is concerned. But it'll be out there. I'm sure we're going to hit 200 subscribers by that point. So I appreciate you guys. I love your faces. Take care of yourself. Put on your mask so you can get out the damn house.
So that's what my mask go? Now they're mine.
Here we go. All right.